Good morning, gardeners. It's Alicia with Silver Tea Gardens, and today we are going to do some clematis propagation. So I did an experiment where I took some cuttings of a clematis that I have, and I don't recall the name. I want to say it's called Nitra clematis, but at any rate, I watched a video on YouTube on how to do this, and so I thought, oh, I'm going to give this a try. So basically what I did was take a clipping of a clematis, and I took several clippings and I put some in potting soil or seed starting mix, and then the other I mixed sand and vermiculite and placed that in a cup. And I will show you the result, the end result. We'll find out together if this experiment works. So let me turn the camera around so you can see the clematis that I took the clippings off of. Here is the clematis. Isn't she absolutely gorgeous? It was full of beautiful blooms, but as you can see, they've pretty much spent. I just have the one, but that color is so striking. I got this particular clematis at the Blue store, and it was on clearance, so for $7, and it did not look like this. Trust me, it was in a small container, and it did not bloom the first year, but the second year it took off, and this is the third year, and it really exploded. I have it climbing up a fishing line, which I'm going to have to move because these have a hard time climbing up, especially as heavy as they get. As they get bigger, they're more heavier, and so it's hard for the clematis to climb up. So I'm going to have to replace this with wires. And so I will do that, and that way this can continue to grow up along the top of the fence. That was my idea, to have it grow up and so it can show off its gorgeous flowers. So this is how I took the cutting. So get yourself a pair of scissors. These are just regular kitchen scissors, and you're going to find a stem that's kind of like an end piece. So you don't want to clip anything like somewhere in the middle like this, because then you'll cut off the top of your plant as well as the bottom. I mean, it's perfectly fine if you did it, but you don't want to mess up all the growth that's come here. So what you want to do is just find an end piece where it's not attached to anything else. This one is free, and what you want to do is, on this one I have two cuttings I can get. I can get this one and I can get this one. So I'm just going to do one for demonstration purposes. So you're going to cut this part off. Now I'm holding my camera so it's going to fall to the ground. Cut it off. There it goes. It fell to the ground. And then what you're going to do, let me put my scissors down. So then what you're going to do, the piece that you cut here, you're going to take off two of the leaves. You want to leave one leaf, so you're going to take off this leaf, and then you're going to plant this. And you can take some more of the stem off here. And then you're going to plant this, and you'll have one leaf because you're going to need the leaf for photosynthesis, so the roots will grow. Here's my cutting here that we just snipped off the plant. And what you're going to do is remove these two leaves. So you're just going to snip here. This is a node, and this part is where the roots are going to grow out of these right here. Then I'm going to snip this just a little bit. It's a little bit long. And then you're ready to put in your medium of choice. So the experiment was on March the 26th, 2024. I took these cuttings off the same plant that you just saw me cut off the clematis there, and I cut these and I stuck it in sand. I just mixed sand with vermiculite. I didn't know what the ratio was. I just mixed it up till I thought it looked good and stuck it in this cup. So I don't know if there's roots on there yet, so we're going to find out together. And this one, I did the same thing, March 26th. As you can see, I have one that's not doing so good. So that's why you want to get several cuttings, because you never know what's going to root. So you always want to do that. So that was experiment one. So you stick them in a mixture of sand and vermiculite, or perlite. You can use perlite too, it doesn't matter. And this one, you're going to make like a greenhouse. So just used a zip top bag, labeled it. This is also done on the same day. And I stuck this in seed starting mix. Let me open this up for you so you can see. And it makes like a greenhouse effect. You can see the condensation already on the bag just from me bringing it outside. And this looks very healthy. And I've got 4 cuttings in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 cuttings in here. So we're going to see if I have any roots on these. This was again done on March the 26th, 2024. So what I have here, I'm going to empty these out and see if we have any roots. Not sure how long you're supposed to wait and leave this in here, but I figured I'm getting impatient, so I'm going to go ahead and empty this out and see if we have any roots. Okay, so the moment of truth. Let's see if we have any roots in here. So I'm just going to dump this out as carefully as I can. And let's see what we have. I see absolutely nothing, no roots whatsoever. Look at that. No roots. No roots from the sand and the vermiculite. Don't know how long you're supposed to leave it in here, but I see no roots on either one of these. This one was dying, so we're not going to count that. But the vine still looks like it's alive, but no roots whatsoever. And I would expect this one's going to be the same. So let's pour this one out. Oh, this came right out. Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely no roots. What's going on? But they look healthy and the leaves stayed green. So maybe it's going to take a little bit longer. I will put them back into the cups just to see if it'll ever happen. So here we have in the soil. This is I think it's a mixture of the burpee seed starting mix and another seed starting mix that I blended together because one of the bags is really low. And so I wanted to get rid of the bag. So let's see if there's anything in here. I'm just going to take out the whole thing. You know what? Let me put this on top of the bag so I don't mix it up with the sand. So from inspection so far, I don't see anything. I don't see any roots taking place. But let's see. I'll pull this apart. Maybe I don't have to take all of them out. I think I see roots. I think I see roots. You see that right here? Let's take this. Oh, there's roots, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, there are roots. They're little tiny fuzzy things. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. But do you see it? There's some tiny little roots on there that's come out. So the soil seemed to work better. Or is that cocoa coir? Let's see. Oh, I think that's cocoa coir, you guys. I was getting excited. But I see no roots on this either. That is crazy. Oops, sorry. It's out of frame. No roots. That was the cocoa coir. I was getting excited. Nothing. Let's just check the other ones. Nothing. Nothing. Let's check these. Yeah, that's the cocoa core. Nothing, but they're staying nice and green, so that's a good sign to me. I just have to be a little more patient and wait. Nothing, you guys. And it's April 22nd. So almost a month. We have nothing. So maybe it's going to take another 2 to 4 weeks before we see any roots. So we'll check back. And so that was fun. So you never know what you're going to get. So we'll just keep working on it. We'll check back in another 2 to 4 weeks and see if we have any roots. So I appreciate you watching. And that was a bust. And by the way, I want to tell you guys about this soil. In these green cups right here, I have potting soil. And this is ocean forest potting soil. And I want to tell you, it's by Fox Farm. It is the absolute best soil that you can get your hands on that I know about. And if you are looking to use this for planting, it's pricey. I'm not going to lie. I believe this bag was $16.95. It's faded from the sun because I've had it outside for all winter, but the price might have gone up since then. So you could pay up to $20 for a bag, but I use this for my special plants. So this is like top of the line soil that I use for my special plants. So that's what's in these pots because I didn't have much soil in the bag. So I was going to take these cuttings and place them in the pots, or I was going to direct sow. So since we don't have anything, they're going to have to wait. I'll put something else in these pots. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And get your trowel and dig. Have a great day.